Hey, 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 how are you guys doing? Welcome, 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 welcome. Those of you that are new to my space, thank you so much for joining in. My name is Beverly Walkower. I am a business strategist specifically for established Christian female coaches who desire to accelerate their income and their impact without compromising their Christian values. And so I want to go ahead and just dive on into the conversation for today. So once again, as you guys join in, make sure you say hi, hello, hey. Those of you that are catching us on the replay, type in hashtag replay, leave your questions, your comments, all that awesome stuff. And I'll make sure that I hop back through here and respond back to your questions. And so I want to have this conversation, and it's so funny. Hey, Dr. Peggy, how are you? How is it going over there? Oh my gosh, how are you? Thank you so much for hopping on in here and joining us all the way from Africa. I appreciate the support. And so, you guys, I want to have this conversation. This has been something that, in the background, I've really been having conversations with people. And this shift, and you've heard me talk about this shift probably for the past 6 months. And really and truly, you're going to notice a shift in my messaging, a shift in how I show up, a shift in how I serve my people, a shift in who it is that I'm serving, that type of thing. Because one thing that I have been experiencing, and I tell you guys this all the time, the conversations that I have in my messenger with people. And I want to see how much of this actually resonates with you guys. Because once again, I know these conversations that I'm having with these coaches are not isolated conversations. I know it's not just those people that are sending me the messages and having those conversations. I know that it is conversations that a lot of you guys are having, whether or not it's an internal conversation or if you're actually having conversations with other people about it. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely amazing, Dr. Peggy. Congratulations. She said God has opened a huge door for her, and she does inner healing training here in Africa. Look at God. When you are obedient and do what it is that He tells you to do, He will open up doors that no man can shut. Period. So thank you so much for sharing that, Dr. Peggy. Hey, Tessa, how are you? And so, and it's so weird, Tessa. Why is it not showing your face? And you coming to me from my personal page. Oh, well, that's weird. I don't know. But anyway, so you guys, I want to have this conversation. I love it, Dr. Peggy. Thank you so much for sharing that. And so, you guys, I want to go ahead and dive on into this conversation. There are a lot of you guys that are also feeling this shift. And when I talk about this shift, it's a shift to move into the next level in your coaching business. That's the shift that I'm talking about. Hey, Rakita. So there are a lot of you guys that has that's experiencing this shift. And so once again, it's this with this shift, there is some uncertainty, there is some, doubt, there is some anxiety, there is some worry. And once again, when I say those words, so of course, because I'm talking to Christian, wait a minute, Belle, they tell me in the Bible not to worry. Wait a minute, they say anxiety is not of it from God and all that stuff. So you're in this space where you're trying to figure this thing out. You're trying to, okay, God, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And for some of you guys, you're feeling like He's not answering. So it's like you're asking Him, but He's not responding. And I really and truly feel like it is because he's already responded. He told you it is time for you to shift into your next level, especially when it comes to your business. And so for a lot of you guys, that next level is going to be quote unquote a scary place because it's someplace that you haven't been. That next level is going to require you to get uncomfortable and remain uncomfortable and be uncomfortable. And some of you guys, for that level of, is uncomfortability a word? I don't even know if it's a word. But for some of you guys, that level of being uncomfortable is something that you're not used to. Because for a lot of you guys, you're so used to the answer coming easy to you. You're so used to, and I say this all the time, when people come to you, you have the answers. You're able to do this thing, especially when it comes to your business. And so the thing is, when it comes to the people that you have been serving, it's so much easier for you to serve those people because they are so many steps behind you, right? And so now for some of you guys, there are people that God is calling you to serve, and they may only be a couple of steps behind you versus being 5 steps behind you. They may only be 1 or 2 steps behind you. And so for a lot of you guys, you're like, okay, do I have what it takes to serve this person? But wait a minute, Bev, this person right here might be doing X, Y, Z. This person here, babe, is at a different level than me. Because some of you guys, that person may be actually steps ahead of you. But the thing is, they may look like they're steps ahead of you, but how you serve your people is the area in which they don't have the knowledge in like you do. They don't have the understanding like you do. They don't have that level of wisdom like you do. So although they may look like they're ahead of you, and they may be ahead of you in other areas, and I'm put that in quotation marks, they're not ahead of you in the area in which you serve your people. And so for a lot of you guys, that's a scary place to be. And so for a lot of you guys, it is time for you to step in and serve your next level ideal client. Because for a lot of you guys, your ideal client, they're on this continuum. And so for a lot of you guys, you've been working with this person that's at step 1. But it's time for you to now serve that person that's at step 5 as you're on step 7. And that can be scary for you and to you. Because like I said, you're wondering if, well, do I have everything? Yes, you do have it all. You have everything that you need. God has already called and shown you what it is and how it is, all that stuff that you've been through, that experience that you have, the classes and the courses that you've taken. You have what you need. But you have to be okay with stepping into and serving that next level ideal client. But that also means you're going to have to leave that other client behind. And when I say leave that person behind, us automatically as Christian, especially as Christian women, oh my gosh, I can't leave this person behind. You know, who does that make, or who do I think that I am leaving somebody behind? Well, Bev, I remember what it was like, and I needed someone like me to be able to support that person. But that unction that you have to move into your next level, that unction from the Holy Spirit, it is there for a reason. It is time for you to move to that next level. And you must trust God that He has raised up someone else to now serve that other person. So you're not leaving them behind. You're now leaving them in the hands of who God has now called to serve them in that season. Because now it's time for you to move to your next level. So you have to stop pushing. You have to stop resisting that place that He's trying to now elevate you to. And it's okay. You have to trust. So for some of you guys, you're not trusting it. So you're dipping back to that other person. They're not showing up the way that you desire for them to show up. So now you're getting frustrated, annoyed, and upset. And it's because you're no longer to serve that person anymore at that level. But it's okay. It is okay. Because your next level client, she's waiting on you. And the thing is, she's in your community right now. She's literally waiting on you. She's in your community right now. So you don't have to go out there and get a whole new audience, contrary to what you may be thinking. But what she is waiting on, she's waiting on you to now speak to her. And so the funny thing is going to be that same next level client that you were so afraid of serving, she's been watching you. You may have actually had a call with her. You may have actually already had a conversation with her. But because you were not speaking her language, she did not move forward. So she may have actually gotten another coach. She may have actually worked with someone else before, but she didn't get that level of transformation because it was supposed to come from you. So she's waiting. She's waiting. So like I said, she's waiting for you to speak up. She's waiting for you to speak to her. So like I said, that next level ideal client, she is in your community. So not only is she waiting for you, she's waiting for that next level offer. So with that next level offer, it's that level of transformation that she's not going to be able to get from your one-day masterclass. But you're still offering that $97 one-day masterclass because it serves that other level of client. She knows that she can't get that transformation from your 2-hour intensive. She can't get it from there. Maybe a VIP day. Maybe that's what she's desiring. But she can't get it from that 90-minute intensive that you're still you're out there selling to that person over there that you're no longer called to serve. So what's that next level offer that you have for your next level client? She's looking for that level of transformation. And so the thing is, if you don't have that next level offer, how is she going to experience that transformation? So for her, she realizes, so if you're a health and wellness coach, for you and for her, your next level client, she's tired out here trying to take the shakes and the pills, trying to get that instant result. That's not what she's desiring. Because she realizes that she must make a lifestyle change. But are you speaking to her? For those of you that are the career coaches and the career strategists, she's literally trying to move into that C-suite level type of operation. Because she realizes and understands, just like you're ready to shift into your next level, so is she. But she knows that she can't do it by herself. Those of you that support other entrepreneurs, once again, that freebie that you're trying to push because it's easier for you to give something away for free than it is for you to promote that $5,000 transformational offer. She's like, I don't want to do anything for free anymore. Free got me to where I am. $597 offers got me to where I am. But the level of transformation that I desire, I know that I'm going to have to invest in that thing. But the thing is, do you know how to position that next level offer? Do you even have that next level offer? And for a lot of you guys, you have an offer, but the way that you're talking about that offer is actually repelling your ideal client. So your messaging is actually repelling the people that you desire to serve. And so I was talking to some clients yesterday and they were like, Bev, they keep saying the price. They keep saying, they said the objection that I'm getting is the price, the price, the price. I said, because when they're looking at what it is that you're saying that you offer versus the price point, they don't see the value in it. They don't see the value in it. So if I don't see the value in something that I'm getting ready to invest in, I'm not going to invest in it. So like I said, most of you guys, especially as established coaches, you have an offer. You sold the offer. That same offer that you've had, that you sold, and you hear me talking about this all the time. It will literally just take a few tweaks in order for that to shift to that next level offer. So it's not like you have to scrap what you have. It's all in how you're positioning that offer. Another key part is the pricing. And so this is the thing. Some of us just feel like, well, hey, just raise the price and I should be good to go. Because once again, every single day you hear a coach out there hollering and screaming, raise your prices, raise your prices, raise your prices, raise your prices. How many of you guys out there have a $5,000 offer, a $3,000 offer, a $15,000 offer that you haven't sold? Somebody told you to raise the price, so you raise the price on it. But once again, if you're not able to show the value in that thing, I don't care how much you raise the price on that. People still have to be able to see the value. People still have to be able to know and understand the transformation that they are going to experience as a result of being a part of that program. So when it comes to this next level pricing, if you have that next level offer, and once again, you know how to position that next level offer, that next level pricing. So that $5,000 price point that you have on there, that $9,000 price point, that $15,000 price point, when they look at that offer next to the price point, so the value next to the price point, it is a no-brainer for them to invest the $15,000. Why? Because them investing that $15,000 is going to allow for them to experience that transformation versus that $15,000 remaining in their bank account. Are you able to show them the value of taking that $15,000 out of their account and investing it with you? Are you able to clearly convey the message? Because remember what I talked about, the messaging is repelling. So actually, some of you guys, your messaging is actually repelling your ideal client versus attracting your ideal client. And so the thing is, are you able to clearly convey to them that, yes, take that $5,000 out of your account and give it to me. And in exchange for that, this is what we're going to get. Are you conveying that message? So for most of you guys, you're not effectively conveying that message. And so they're like, no, this money is better off remaining in my account. Or they invest that or even more with another coach who knows how to clearly convey the message to show them that, hey, you are better off investing that here versus it staying in your account. So is your messaging actually repelling your ideal client? And that, for a lot of you guys, that's where that issue is. So until you're able to clearly convey to them in your messaging that you're going to continue to get, I don't have the money, 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 I don't have the money. Yes, they do. They don't have the money to give it to you. So you guys, once again, that messaging is going to be huge. So once again, when that messaging is in alignment, when you put out that next level pricing of $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, I'm telling you. And so, yes. So with some of my clients yesterday, I did a mini training all about how to help them to enhance the value, the perceived value of the offer. Like I said, so many of you guys, your offer, I'm telling you, it's just going to take a few tweaks with the offer that you have and being able to clearly convey that value. So when that person sees that $3,000 price point, when they see that $7,000 price point, when they see that $20,000, I don't care if it's $100,000 price point, when they see it, they will say this $20,000 is better with Trina than it is remaining in my bank account, because they can clearly see the value, because you clearly conveyed that messaging. You clearly spoke to their challenges, the problems that you have. So that means you have to know their challenges. You have to know their problems. But not only did you clear, and this is the part, a lot of you guys, you can put out there, hey, telling them about their problems, but you're not talking to them about how you have the solution and what that solution is. So for that next level client that you're desiring to serve, once again, when she sees that messaging, when she hears that messaging, she was like, oh my gosh, she gets it. But like I said, a lot of you guys, you're lacking with the messaging. And so when you may raise the price on your service, so you may actually raise the price on your services. But then when that person looks at it, and once again, you get the whole, I can't afford it type of thing. That's too much money. Oh my goodness. Then what you try to do, you end up shrinking back. You end up shrinking. So you'll go back to the previous offer, or you'll try to create another offer at a lower price point. That part there. So you guys, I'm telling you, when you know how to really and truly get into the mind of your ideal client, especially that next level ideal client, because once again, she has the desire to move to the next level. What she did got her to where she is. But that next level that she desires to move into, she already knows she can't do it by herself. Because remember, I told you, it's people in your community that are actively seeking the solution. Are you speaking to those people? Or are you still trying to convince somebody that they need to get their food truck up and going? Are you trying to convince somebody that, hey, these are the prices that you need to set when it comes to your menu? This is what you want to ensure when it comes to your product. Are you still trying to convince them? Or are you speaking to that person that realizes that what they're doing is not working? That they know in order for them to shift into their next level, they can't do it by themselves. And so, like I said, that urge and that unction, because I know, because I'm having conversations with people that are looking to shift into that next level. I had a conversation with someone yesterday. And so she was like, Beverly, I tried to go back and I tried to help somebody for free. And it blew up in her face. Because that person is no longer who she's supposed to be serving. She's no longer supposed to be serving that person. So once again, that servant heart that we have as Christians, where you just want to help, and serve everybody. That's where you're not called to that anymore. You're not called to that person anymore. And the thing is, we're so afraid. I was as I was having a conversation with God this morning, I was like, God, what are examples of this in the Bible? Like, what is scripture that goes with this whole next level. And of course, one of the first people that popped up was Abraham and Sarah. Abraham, he literally told, you have to leave everything that you know to move into what it is that I have. So for some of you guys, you may not be able to access everything it is that God has for you because you refuse to move to that next level that he's been gently, the Holy Spirit has been gently pushing you into, because you're afraid, one, to venture into the new space because you don't know it. And two, you're afraid of leaving people behind. Bill, what about the people back here? What about the people who can't? What about the people? Do you not trust the God that you serve? If he's the one that's telling you to shift into that next level, do you not trust that he's going to raise up someone to serve those people? Do you not trust him for that? Do you not believe him with that? And so, you guys, that's the thing. So it is okay for you to embrace. It is okay. And I speak this from experience. You guys, once again, if you've been journeying with me, when I first started, I helped you launch, grow, and what did I say? Launch, grow. I forgot what I said. Start, launch, and grow. I no longer support people like that. And it's okay because God has raised up people that will now help these coaches start their coaching business. So I don't have to do that because that's not my area anymore. And it's okay. I don't know why this popped up in my spirit. Some of you guys, even in ministry, you're supposed to be moving to a different area of ministry and you're still holding on to the old. I don't know where that came from. So whoever's supposed to take it, I don't know. So you guys, that's the thing. So some of you guys, when you decide to really walk into that next level that he's calling you into, and when you shift into that next level, you have to have that next level of messaging. You have to have a next level of messaging because once again, the current messaging that you're putting out there, think about it. Isn't it attracting the person that you're no longer called to serve? So once again, you have to have a next level messaging because now you want to call in that next level of client. But some of you guys are still using the same verbiage, the same language. And then you're wondering why you're still calling in the same person because you have not shifted into that next level of messaging to call in the next level of client that you desire to serve. And I love it, Regina. And Regina, that's why I pushed you so hard yesterday during our conversation. Because you guys, once again, and I get it. Like when I tell you, I pray that you guys understand it's an internal battle that you deal with. Like, oh my God, oh my goodness. And I cannot remember what it's called. But when you move to a next level, it's either a guilt or remorse about leaving people behind. And so my thing with that is do not be afraid. Because I'm telling you, God is going to be there. God, I promise you, he is going to raise up someone to support those people that you're no longer called to serve in that area. It's okay. It's okay. Well, hey, Trina, well, thank you. That's the word. Thank you, Tessa. Thank you so much. That's what it's called, survivor's remorse. That's what it's called. I'm like, I know it has a name to it. But like I said, you guys, I'm telling you. And it's okay. Like I said, some of us were trying to drag people across the finish line. Stop. That next level client, she doesn't need to be dragged anywhere. She's ready. Like I said, I promise you guys. And I know for some of you guys, you do not believe me, but she's literally in your community right now. She is waiting for this next level of messaging. She's waiting to know that you're speaking to her. Oh, she's talking to me. Yeah, that's me. That's that type of transformation that I desire to achieve in my relationship, my marriage, my career, my health, communication, however it is that you support your people. There we go, Tessa. Trina, wow, Trina. Wow. And so, like I said, you guys, we have to trust God that He has the people, just like when He, think about it, didn't He raise you up to be able to support those people in that season? You really don't think that you were the only one, right? You were not the only one. And this now is making me think about, Moses and Aaron. So Moses did a certain part to lead the children out of Israel. I mean, to lead the children of Israel out of Egypt. But then they took a next level person to actually bring them into the promised land. And think about it. The people that went into the promised land was not the same people that came out of Egypt. It was only a few that actually was a part of that generation. Joshua, thank you. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so, you guys, that's the thing. Some of you guys, like I said, you're trying to hold on to something and it no longer serves you. That's not who you're supposed to be serving in this next season. And it's okay. It's okay, you guys. It really is. It's really okay. And Regina, I'm telling you, Regina said, I've actually seen a couple of ladies in my community that's showing up more to see. And that's the thing, you guys, I'm telling you, because the thing is, when you shift into that next level, it's almost like you give them permission to do so. You're giving them permission to do so. And I know it can sound kind of weird. Like, what do you mean permission to do so? But I'm telling you, you guys, it's okay. And like I said, we have to trust God. We have to trust God. Hey, Dr. Nikki, how are you? Hey. But you guys, I'm telling you. So like I said, your messaging, you're going to have to shift that messaging. And once again, it's not about, you're not going to have to throw out everything that you're doing. And you keep hearing me talk about these tweaks. It's small tweaks. It's small tweaks. It really is. It really is. And so I'm telling you, when you, that urge and that unction that you're having from the Holy Spirit about shifting into your next level, that's not you. Like in your mind, you're like, okay, is that me? Is it my imagination? Is that something that I want? Does that mean that I want? Does that mean that I'm not content? Does that mean that? No, it just means that, like I said, that next level that He has for you, in order for you to actually walk that thing out, you have to move into it, embrace it, and be okay with that. Some of us, you're going to feel like, am I really equipped? Can I really do it? No, you can't do it by yourself. But when you decide, okay, God, because I would tell God in the heartbeat, God, you told me to do this. I'm not doing this by myself. Come on along. We doing this thing together, because I can't do this by myself. And then also watch the people that He starts to bring into your circle. These divine connections that start to happen. Quote unquote, it's almost going to feel like these people just came out of nowhere. They didn't come out of nowhere. They were waiting on you. They didn't come out of nowhere. Remember, God is always working things out behind the scenes. He's always working things out behind the scenes. Literally, I'm telling you, they're waiting on you. But the more you go back and forth about it, the more you shrink, the more that you hide your genius, you're not doing anybody a service by doing that. You're doing a disservice to everyone. I really and truly believe, there are people that are connected to you. Those people that are supposed to shift into their next, some of them is hindering on your yes. So when you fully step into that and embrace it, I'm telling you, there are people that are looking at you right now that you don't even realize. They're looking at you right now and you don't even realize it. And I tell people this all the time. Entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart. When you decided to answer that call, when you said, okay, God, you know what? Look, let's do this. It was no longer just about you anymore. It was no longer just about you. There were people, and there are people that are connected to this assignment that you have. Hey, Lanita, they're connected. So you have to get into position. Get into position when it comes to that next level and watch what happens. So you guys, part of your assignment for today, I really and truly want you to sit down and ask yourself, what are those specific challenges, problems, whichever one of those words, struggles, whatever one of those words your people identify with, that your next level client, what is it that she has? And I always default to the pronoun she, but if you serve males, it's the same thing. But literally sit down and write that thing out. Write it out. And then show how your offer is the solution to their problem. So once again, what are their challenges? What are their problems? And what I love to do when I'm sitting down and I'm thinking about their challenges and their problems, I take it from a holistic perspective. So I will ask, how is this thing impacting them physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, relationally, socially? And then I ask myself, and it may not fall into all of those categories, but it gives me a holistic view. And then, like I said, this is an ongoing thing. So it's not just something you write down one time and then you forget about it. No, this is a living, breathing document. And then you literally go through and you ask yourself, okay, this is their challenge. Now, how does my offer solve this problem? And so each one of the challenges that you write down, go through and look, how does my offer solve this problem? Go back and look at the modules that you have. Some of you guys have some fluff stuff in your modules. If they don't need it, why do you have it in there? Because you're trying to justify that price of $7,500. You're trying to justify that price of $15,000. If they don't need it, I don't need the fluff. Remember, she's ready for that next level, and she needs someone to support her into moving into her next level. She doesn't need the fluff. She doesn't need that stuff. Okay. I'm done fussing with you guys for today. No. But like I said, you guys, I'm telling you, that next level, if you guys could see the conversations I have been having with people when it comes to this next level. And once again, if you're desiring to attract that next level ideal client, you have to have that next level messaging, that next level offer. And once again, with the next level, it doesn't mean it's a brand new offer. For 99.999% of you guys, it's an offer that you already have. We just need to look at that offer and look at how you're positioning that offer. Of course, how you're promoting that offer. That's going to be key. And you guys hear me say this all the time. Literally, you have about $50,000 on the low end, about $50,000 of untapped right now, untapped revenue in your current audience. Untapped, at least 50. Some of you guys up to $500,000. And it's because of that next level client, she's sitting there. But once again, if you're not speaking to her, she's not even looking at you. And when I say looking at you, what I mean by that, she's watching you. But the thing is, she's just like, okay, well, I'm not going to tune into that live because she's over there talking about that. I don't need support with that. Oh, here she goes. She got another little freebie that she just stuck out there. She got another $10 offer that she put out there. She already knows she's not going to get the level of transformation that she is desiring from your $10 offer. There is a group of people that's connected to you right now in this moment. So while you guys are sitting here on this live, conversing with me on this live, she's connected to you. But she knows and understands the value because she knows in order for her to move into her next level, and I keep saying this, that she's going to have to do things differently. What she did got her to where she is. Do you even know what your ideal client did? This next level client, do you know what she did to even get to where she is right now? When you know your ideal client, especially this next level ideal client inside and out, I'm telling you. So like I said, when you present your $3,000 offer, when you present your $10,000 offer, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 offer to her, she's like, okay, what's the next step? But how can she say, okay, what's the next step if you haven't offered it to her? I'm just asking. All right. So you guys, that's all that I have. That is all that I have for you guys today. So like I said, you're going to even, and I talk about this all the time, you're going to see a shift even in my messaging, just to the fact I'm speaking to that coach where she's ready for her next level. For her, what that next level looks like, it's going to stretch her. She's going to have to get outside her comfort zone because what she's been doing got her to where she is, and that's cool. But where she desires to be, She knows she has to do things differently. That whole Peter moment of getting out the boat, that type of uncomfortable thing. Just saying. Because she realizes once again that thing that God has placed in her spirit is not for nothing. It's not for nothing. It's there for a reason. And it's getting louder and louder and louder. All right. So, you guys, that's all that I have. So, you guys, once again, of course, you guys have heard me talk about, those of you, this, once again, I tell people this all the time, my revenue accelerator, round 6. So, I always say it's round 6. So, this is a proven thing. This is not just something I just created yesterday. Round 6 of my revenue accelerator. It is for established coaches. Ben, what do you mean when you say established coaches? You have sold an offer for at least 4 figures. Because remember what I said. So that offer at 4 figures where you currently have it serve the current client. But where you desire to move that next level client, we're going to take that current offer that you have and we're going to show you how to, once again, position it for that next level offer. We're going to talk about how to position your next level messaging, that next level pricing. So that $1,500 offer that you currently have, we're going to look at how you could create that and shift that into that next level offer, and it's $5,000. And once again, it's not just about putting a 0 on the end of that, because like I said, I can put a 0 on the end. I can raise the price all I want to. But if my messaging is still the same, I'm going to end up attracting those people that will say, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. No, you have to have that next level messaging to match up with that next level of clientele that you desire to serve. So when I talk about being an established coach, one, like I said, you have a 4-figure offer that you have sold before. You have the time to dedicate to this. So at least 15 hours a week to work in your business. So once again, this round 6 of my accelerator. So like I said, it's proven. Go on that page, go to bit.ly/Beverly round 6. You'll see all kinds of testimonials. And one of the powerful things with this accelerator, when I look back at the last few rounds, actually starting from the very first round, one of the key things that I noticed with the ladies in this accelerator is they have been able to shift what they had been making in a month, and they've been able to shift that and make it in a week. So I have another testimony I'm going to put out today about one client, how she shifted into these $6,000 weeks. So she was doing that in a month, but now she shifted that because once again, she's now speaking to her next level ideal client. She now has that next level messaging in place to where now, and of course, that next level pricing. And so now where she was doing $6,000 in a month or $5,000 in a month or $10,000 in a month, she's now doing that in a week. You guys have seen testimonials from clients that have done $30,000 days. So once again, this is a next level type of environment. So that's why I say you have to be an established coach. This is not for the new coach. I'm sorry. That's why I had your next 3 paying client. That was for the coach that hadn't had that. This is for a different level of clientele. And that's for that person that wants to step into that, but knows in order for her to shift into that, it's going to take her to it's a different level. She has to do things differently. There's a different level of accountability in my accelerator. Literally, there's accountability trackers. They have their own personal tracker, and then they have a group tracker where everyone in the group sees what it is that they're doing every single week in their business. Because once again, she knows and understands in order for her to move into that next level, she cannot do things the way that she's been doing it. The ladies in my accelerator, they're not struggling with how to create an offer. They know how to create an offer. We just have to tweak what it is that they're doing. So I'm going to show them when I talk about this next level messaging and this next level offer, I show them how to do that. The same thing when it comes to the pricing. So she's now ready to shift from that current client that she's serving to that next level client. It's not a different person. They're just at a different level. They're at the next level in their life, in their business, in their career, in their health, however it is that you serve them. That's who it's for. And so she's ready to serve her. So the accelerator shows her how to shift into that next level. So like I said, the level of accountability. So once again, she doesn't need for us to meet this week and say, okay, this is how you figure out your ideal client. This is how you figure out what goes into an offer. You know, you make sure you're on social media. Like she already knows she's showing up on social media. It's not yielding her the results. So she's showing up. She doesn't need me to say show up on social media. She doesn't need me to say email your list. She needs to know, hey, I've been doing these things and it's not working. So she needs to know, how do I shift into that next level when it comes to how I show up on social media? What's that next level when it comes to my email list? That's what she wants to know. How do I do that? Because, babe, I know to do it, but what I'm doing there no longer works. It's not bringing in the type of clientele that I desire to work with anymore. So that's that level. So with my accelerator, once again, it's for a different level of coach. The investment, I'm always transparent about that. The investment is $7,500. Why? Because I just told you, if I'm doing $5,000 a week, $7,000 a week, $9,000 a week, is it worth it for that money to remain in your account? Or, hey, let me invest in this to see what I need to do to shift into $5,000 weeks. Because the last round of people that I had, they were generating between $5,000 and $9,000 per week. That's where they were. And so every round, every time that I do this accelerator, that's what I said. That's why I'm able to have it at round 6. So once again, that's where they were that last round. And so once again, and the powerful pieces is not just the revenue. It's the relationships that are built. It's the collaboration. It's the deeper connection that they have with God. Because to move at that level, when I tell you, you have to lean on God in a way you have never leaned on him before, it's a different level. But my thing is, whatever program I do, we don't do it the way that the world does it. So my thing is, how do we tap into what scripture tells me about what I have access to as one of his children, period. And so we ensure that whatever we're doing is based on scripture. That is the foundation for it all, period. What does my God say about me? What does my God say that I have access to as his child? What does that look like for me as an entrepreneur? So once again, those of you, definitely click on that link. It's above the video, whichever platform you're watching me on. If you have specific questions for me about whether or not that's a fit for you, let's have a conversation. Send me a message. Because like I said, it's definitely not for everyone. It's definitely not for everyone. We're going to have a group of about 10 to 12 this round. One of those spots are already taken. She jumped into that thing before I even started acting. Today is my first official day of really talking about it. I may have had posts about it, but today is my first day talking about it. And so once again, if you've seen the testimonials and you're like, okay, man, what is this all about? Is this a fit for me? Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. All right. All right, you guys, that is all that I have for you guys today. I pray that you are able to shift into your next level, because that next level client, she's waiting on you. She's waiting on that next level offer at that next level pricing. She's waiting for you to put that next level of messaging out for her. She's ready for you to start talking to her. All right. All right, you guys, I pray you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day. Once again, if you have specific questions for me, please feel free to reach out to me. I am more than happy to have a conversation with you guys. All right, you guys, thank you so much. And I will see you on the other side of this live. Take care. Take care. Take care.